Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you all. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and I'm just carrying this on one channel tonight, just Pinkie, the housewife, no other channel. All right. And, oh, Lord, let me get down to the house rules so we can go ahead and get started, guys. Welcome to the Pink House. And if you can, go ahead and hit that like button. That like button helps YouTube to keep me in the algorithm. Yes? Okay. It keeps me in the algorithm, keeps me going. It helps them to send my videos out or share my videos with more people that may like my content. So if you all can, go ahead and hit the like button. All right. And it's free. Doesn't cost anything. Subscribe to the channel. It's free too. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. Both are free. Let me go ahead and say thank you for doing those two things for me. Let me tell you what we're going to be talking about today. It's Sunday. Oh, I always do a report on Sunday. Okay. Recently, I have been doing that. If you see your employer's name on this list, you may have 30 days to prepare. Now, that cannot be guaranteed that you got 30 days. I mean, not 30 days, you got 60 days to prepare because that warrant notice probably already been sent in. But if you still at your job now and you see your company's name on the list that I'm going to put out, you may have less than 60 days then. Okay? I'm saying 60 days because I pulled the report was pulled today, which was Sunday. It was pulled a couple hours ago. So, but I'll tell you where that 60-day notice comes from. Okay. We're going to talk about that 60-day notice. But that 60-day notice could have been filed. They could have filed that back in February. They could have filed that back in March, June, or October, or they could have filed it December, right before Thanksgiving, Christmas, or after Christmas, you know. So, but nevertheless, if you see your company's name, I already heard it from me. All right. Just do what you got to do to get yourself prepared. Save your money. Stop going out. Stop buying those high priced drinks at the club. Okay. If you got to have a drink, just buy your whole case. It's cheaper and put it in your own refrigerator. Okay. If you have to. 'Cause y'all know some of y'all have to have it. All right. And if you got to stop by McDonald's, just tell your kids you bought the same burger, meat, and French fries and the buns, just like McDonald's had. They got them at the store, son. I just bought them. And pretend like this is McDonald's. Don't it taste the same? And if he said, no, well, mine is better. Don't worry about it. Have to get a way around that. But we're going to be talking about this warrant notice filings, okay? And let me just drop this so y'all can see what's going across the bottom. It said, I got laid off. Oh, yes, y'all did. You got laid off? Yes. You're not the only one going to be getting laid off. A lot of other people got laid off too. Because the computers, AI is taking your job. Robots are taking your job. That's what it is. They have a lot of new words that they are using now. When I say a lot of new words, they have a lot of new words that they're using now. So when you hear these new words, automation, strategy, and there's a few more that they're using, that means they're going to lay you off. You're getting laid off. They're just using a different wording nowadays. Streamline is another one. So I try to tell you, I really do. We're going to talk about the, let me just put this disclaimer up here right quick. Y'all can see this disclaimer here. And we're not attorneys. This is not legal advice. This article only reflects our findings and understanding after extensive research and work in this space, and is intended to be a starting resource for persons who are trying to understand the overall context of federal and state WARN Act, because that's what we're going to talk about. We've been talking about warrant notices for a long time. Okay, we started when these layoffs started. We started talking about what is a warrant notice. Warrant notice here, warrant. I may just say the word warrant notice or warrant act or warrant filings, but we've been talking about that. Okay, and I even put this up once before for you all, and we went through this entire thing. Okay, we went through this. So, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me see who all we got in here. Thank you, Linda Gamble. Linda Gamble for being here. Linda Gamble is the moderator of the YouTube streets. She's the best at what she does. She knows what she's doing. And if she kicked you out, that means you meant to be out for some reason or another. Maybe you rubbed her the wrong way, or she feeling like you rubbed me the wrong way, you know. But I can't help it. Linda Gamble kick you out. Don't be calling to me. You can support the channel by the way of super stickers and super chats. Okay, and you can join or gift channel memberships for $2.99 a month. But to hitting the like button and subscribing is free. And also this new thing, hype my video, guys. Hype this video up. Okay. Now that's the new thing. You two always got these new things going out. Yes, they do. Y'all hype my video. It said, "Welcome to the Pink House." Okay. Now let me go ahead and do this. Oh, hit the like button coming in. Okay, let me go ahead and get our first video. Y'all know I like to throw out a new video at the very beginning, right? Y'all know I do. And we're going to talk about a lot. Let me just say, we're going to be talking about a lot because it's going to be a little bit a lot. It's going to be up there. Okay? It's going to be up there. So y'all get you something to drink and get ready, because I'm ready and I want you all to be ready for what we're getting ready to talk about. All right. All right. Let me just say, well, we're gonna let me just say, this is my Sunday report. I always like pulling a Sunday report, because if I wait till Sunday, it gives me everything from that whole week, any layoffs from that entire week. That's why we're doing this Sunday report. Well, we are going to cut through all the noise, and we're going to go straight to the real labor market receipts, because I do have my receipts. Okay, I always have my receipts. This week's WARN filings showed a mixed permanent closures, should I say, restructuring, layoff, and sudden shutdowns across energy, logistics, transportation, and even more. And from Washington to South Carolina, companies are quietly filing notices, warrant notices, that tell a much bigger story about how 2026, which is this year, is going to be starting. They haven't told you. You all don't even know. I had been telling you that they had filed those warrant notices long time ago. But you all don't know. That's why I said if your company's name is on this list or in on this live that I'm doing, you need to prepare and start saving your money, preparing for where you're going to go. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, or if you're already behind on your rent, your mortgage, or whatever, or your car payment, you need to start figuring out a plan B. Is there another place I can move into that would hold my family, my entire family, my family of 4, my family of 5, or my family of 6, or my family of 10? You better start finding that out now. Don't wait. Okay. Oh, and trying to make sure you can downsize. If you got 2 cars, find the car that's going to hold everybody, and probably trying to downsize and get rid of one of the cars if you have to, and save that money. Save that money. Y'all hear I'm putting save that money on it, okay? But anyway, uh y'all got to be cautious. Be cautious of the way you're spending money. Be cautious of the way you're doing things and buying things that you don't need. Okay? Cost cutting. Embracing for the economy is uncertainty right now. So you got to brace yourself. Brace for this economy because it's not certain. If it's anything like 2025 was, it was a train wreck. Okay? And 2026, if you've been on any of my lives, you know they are not getting any better. They're not getting any better. Not my life, but the economy, the layoffs, everything is not getting any better. The domino effect. Let's break down who's cutting. That means who's going to cut jobs. Why it matters. Why it's going to matter to you or someone you know or a family member. Why it matters. Because you got to prepare. And what it signals for our workers nationwide. Not just in your area, but like I said, it's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. Think about it. When what was it? Tyson Food. It was even when Tyson Foods laid people off. That's going to affect everybody. Tyson Foods was laying off people that moved from one state to the other just for that job. GMC has been cutting off everybody. We're going to talk about all these people, all these companies, okay? And how it's going to affect everybody in some form or fashion. So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm going to show you the list. I'm going to show you that list. But before I do, let me go ahead and bring up this. I do want to bring it up. I want to bring up this video right quick. Let me, guys. Just trying to get my things situated here. Okay, here we go. Now, let me just say, if you're in the bushes watching, go ahead and hit that like button. Just hit the like button for me. All right. And there we go. The middle class is struggling, not just everybody. Not even if you just living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody's struggling unless you're that Rich family. You're rich or you got a lot of money. Okay, here we go. Oh, I've been watching it.
There are two groups of people right now in America that are struggling. Group number one is the unemployment, the minimum wage, and people living in poverty. That has been a problem for so many decades and needs to be addressed. The new bucket of individuals, this has started ever since the pandemic, started a little earlier, but it sped up during the pandemic. This is the bucket of what used to be the middle class. This is the group of people who are working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, working 2 jobs and a side hustle, barely getting by. These are people who have bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, trades, skills, work their way up in a company. So when we hear the boomers saying that you need to work harder, you're entitled and lazy, that is why that second group of people are getting so offended, because they're doing everything that they can. And they're not working a second job so they can save up for a house or go on vacation or buy their children stuff. They are working a second job just to keep the lights on, just to have a few extra $100 in an emergency fund. So that second group of people are now speaking up, and both groups need help. And that's why we need to come together and address the cost of living and cost of housing. Because if we let this go another 5 to 7 years, we're going to see a huge gap in wealth. There are two groups of people right
now. I totally agree with him and everything what he's saying, but I could add more to that. But I'm going to do that anyway. With the two groups of people that are struggling. Let me go ahead and pull this down. Yeah. Let me just say, we're going to be talking about the ones that was living off the government. We're going to talk about the ones that had their food stamps, the ones that was laid off at the very beginning of this administration when Mr. Tesla guy decided he want to come in and let everybody go. And if you didn't answer the email, that was an automatically let go. But if you answer the email, you still was let go. You still was fucked up because no matter answer the email or don't answer the email, you was still let go. Even if you didn't get an email, you was let go. It didn't matter. Okay. And then the people was that was getting all the food stamps and Section 8 and all this other stuff. You know, they did a big number on a lot of people. And then you got the people that was working high paying jobs. They was let go. Then you had the people that worked in the factories. They was let go. It didn't matter whether you was chopping meat. It didn't matter whether you was working from a call center, whether you was a nurse, whether you was a tech guy, an engineer, a scientist. It didn't matter who you were. You was let go. Okay. Now, right now, we're going to be talking about a lot of other companies like Dawson, Grid Tech. That's an energy technology. They did layoffs. Okay. And then we drive you. That's transportation contractor. They're closed. It was a closure. Major hit to the South Carolina community computer services. UPS Morgan. No, it's not. I don't have my glasses on. Y'all can tell. UPS Montgomery. I don't have my glasses on. Logistics layoff. They did that during the holiday season. And it's you think it's over? No. Cost cutting just beginning. Just because they laid some off during the holiday season, they just started. Okay. That was just a little of the iceberg. Now you're getting ready to see 2026. Yes. Power Light. Slogan, Power Light Power. Remember we talked about them. That's the solar company. They did layoffs in 2 states. Now they're getting ready to do some more layoffs. Okay. The national trend, January layoffs, it was a historical high. Now 2026 is starting with a banger now. Y'all thought that was bad, 2025, and I thought that was bad. But it's nothing compared to what's they getting ready to unleash on us now. Yeah, computers are taking your jobs. AI is taking your jobs. Robots are taking your jobs. So that's when I say they're taking your jobs, they're really taking your jobs. Okay. Let me just bring up another one right quick.
This is definitely going to be a vent session. I'm hiding in my bathroom. Mom guilt is very real tonight. We recently lost our medical insurance and our food assistance, which, don't get me wrong, we were totally okay with. That's the growth we were looking for. However, I found that once you move up to that middle class life, you just get a different struggle. So before we had income and we had food assistance and medical, we at times would struggle to pay the rent or the bills, but never struggle to feed our kids because we had food stamps. Now it's been a couple months and we don't have those things. We don't have food stamps. We now have medical we pay out of pocket. I'm finding that you just go from one struggle to another. So you used to struggle to pay the bills, but never have to worry about medical or food. And now I can pay my bills, but I'm struggling to put food in my fridge. And I'm not saying that here for a pity party. I'm just saying the struggle is real. Move up in the world and you think it's going to be better, and it's just a new struggle. I broke down tonight in my kitchen when I had to ask my kids if they wanted water or water for dinner. Not that water's bad. I normally give them options. I didn't have any options tonight. And then my older son came out and asked if there was more burritos. And there wasn't, because there was only enough for everyone except for me to have one. So I told him he would just need to find some noodles or something, which again is okay, but y'all be kind to people, because even people who are trying and people who are moving up in the world are still struggling. I just know I can't be alone, right? Please tell me I'm not alone, because I feel like
You're not alone.
the better I get, the worse it feels, and it sucks. This is
And she thinks she is alone. No, let me just close these shutters. She is not alone. A lot of people are dealing with the exact same thing, whether they pay their bills or feed their kids, put food on the table or pay their bills. So she is not alone. Okay? Oh my Lord, I tell you. I tell you. We're going to listen to one more. Let me see. That was a guide. We're going to listen to one more here. Let me see. Do I want to go there? Oh, we'll go here. We're going to move this one. I try to have everything lined up. We're going to go with him. Okay? And then we're going to get back to receipts. Okay? We're going to go with him. But before we go with him, I'm going to just close this last one. And to me, I'm not sure you're saying middle class. She's saying middle class. And I'm trying to still wrap my brain around what she's saying. I didn't think, I wonder, do she know what middle class is? I don't know. Maybe she do, maybe she don't. I don't know. That's not my job to figure it out right now. Here we go here. You can see I've been listening to him as well.
Have I ever been laid off while working in the oil fields? Fuck yeah, everybody has. I've never been fired from a job for something that I did or like fucked up, but I have been laid off twice. Let's talk about it. The first one was my very first job. I worked at a warehouse at the time, and one of the warehouses in Louisiana burnt down, and they asked their 5 operators there that have all been there for like 5+ years. They said either you can get released and get unemployment and so on, or you can go out to West Texas. And 3 of them said, hey, we're going to go to West Texas because obviously there's more money out here. That led to me and one other dude getting fired so they could make room for those other 3 operators. My next job was my other layoff where COVID happened and we had an actual demand bust. Oil went negative because nobody was using oil. If you remember, everybody was locked down. There were no flights. There was nobody driving, nothing. So I actually got laid off there. They tried to hold on to us for like 3 weeks to see if anything would change, and nothing changed. And I just got a call, hey, we got to let go of all you contractors. After that, I'd never been laid off. I had a contract that ended and I quit a job. Other than that, I've never had to leave a job outside of that one that I quit. And I've never been fired or laid off after that. But here's the thing. I haven't worked jobs that have a ton of turnover, like a rig work or something. A lot of rig people have been laid off numerous times. It's just a part of the process. And sometimes you'll be laid off without actually being laid off. You won't have the title of it. Like they'll tell you to go home and you'll sit at home for 2 months. If there's no work to be done, like rig work, or I was with Flo back when this happened, I was just sitting at home for 2 months. And that's why I quit. I eventually just called up and I said, yo, I can't do this. I was like, I need income and you guys aren't letting me go out there to work. And they were like, yeah, there's just no spot for you. And I said, cool, then I'm quitting. I'm going to go to another company. And that's what I did. And I've been stable since then. Why I tell people to pick the smart jobs, pick stable jobs. Natural gas is great. Lease operating, great. Mechanics, great. I&E technician, measurement technician, and so on. Great jobs. Plant work like gas plants or refineries. Those are always running. Those are also great jobs. Pick the smart jobs. Keep your career stable. And don't let getting laid off hurt your feelings or nothing. It's a part of the process out here. There are some jobs out here that are reliant on the price of oil. And those jobs are going to have a lot more layoffs than somebody who doesn't have a job that's relying on oil. Have I ever been laid off while working in the oil fields?
Now, let me just say this. I would say in the last 2 days, I have been coming across a lot of stuff from social media, TikTok, and everywhere else, in YouTube, talking about how the oil industry, if you're in the oil industry, you work in those pipelines and everything, that you're being laid off. Okay. And that is one of the things that we're going to be talking about. All right. That's one of the ones we're going to be talking about. The oil industry. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that because there was one gentleman that did talk about it. I don't know whether it's him. Oh, here it is. Yeah. It's Phillips. Because I got Phillips in my Phillips. Okay. Let me just try to make it where okay, I'm going to go ahead and just bring it up so you all can see it. I'm going to put it on a slide for you, okay? And while I get this put on a slide, I'll go ahead and let that video play while I'm putting this on a slide for you. All right, so this will be put on a slide and we'll be watching this video at the same time. And this is just 2 days ago, January the 2nd, 2026. All right, here we go.
Phillips is laying off 25% of its workforce. So this is about 13,000 employees. So the cut here would be about 2,600 to 3,250 people. So most of these layoffs are expected to happen here by the end of 2025 for both regular employees and also their contractor staff. Now, why is this happening? Well, first of all, they made a large acquisition of a company called Marathon Oil, but critics and the CEO himself say that basically cost control and operational efficiency have lagged as a result of buying some of these bigger subsidiary products to try to give them a bigger market share. So they're also dealing with market forces like falling oil prices, rising input costs, and they need to improve margins and streamline their operations. So they're trying to say it's for a competitive advantage, and the share price dropped about 4.4% as a result of this announcement. This is another bump to the gigantic amount of layoffs that have happened so far in 2025. Oil giant ConocoPhillips is laying off 25% of its—
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm getting ready to show you this. Let me just put what is today for? I always put the date on it so I remember. Okay. Now he just talked about how Phillips is laying off 25% of his employees and everything. But what I always try to remind you all, that's going to cause what we call a domino effect. It always causes a domino effect. And here it is right here. Okay, let me take him down right quick. Okay. Oil and energy layoff update. This is from January, which is this month, to next month, February of 2026. Okay. And let me just do this to see whether I'm missing anything below. Okay. Just a little something. All right. All right. Now, on this, the Phillips 66, what actually happening? There's no warrant filing. Well, there's no new warrant filing yet for January or February of 2026. But here's what the data shows. Now, they filed one late in 2025. Remember, I told you, just because they filed, y'all don't know they filed one. They could have filed that warrant notice months ago. They could have filed that back in January, March, June, July, October, December, or day before Christmas. It doesn't matter when they filed it because they knew when a company filed a warrant notice, they already know they're going to lay you off. They can already plan that trajectory that at this time, a lot of times when the holiday season comes, they know they're going to lay people off. But they have been knowing that you, my sister or brother, you, right there, I'm going to lay you off. And you've been working so hard, not missing days. You've been so loyal to this company. You've been skipping your vacations and everything when they in a pinch trying to make up, showing your loyalty and all this here stuff, working this overtime, putting your kids to the side and everything, trying to show what good worker you are, they don't give a damn. You didn't heard that from me. They don't give a damn. Because see what it says? The refinery shut down, layoffs already scheduled. That was late 2025. Phillips 66 is in the middle of a major refinery shutdown in Los Angeles, with layoffs already announced for December the 1st, December the 15th, 2025. Those already gone. Okay. Now, just think they was laying people off last, in 2025. They probably filed that notice back sometime in 2024. Yes, they can do that. Yes, they can do that. And then they claim you get a 60-day notice. Y'all remember I put that up there, right? You get this 60-day notice. And you know why they want you to get a 60-day notice, right? So that way you in the community can they get prepared for your layoff so they can retrain you. They help you find a new job. They help you with that resume, to give you resources and stuff. How many of y'all get all that help and resources and this and that? And a letter from your company, and where you can call them after they fired you and ask questions. How many of y'all still getting your unemployment? They firing people, and half the time they're trying to not to give you unemployment. The reason why? Because they're trying to make it a way where you don't get that unemployment. Because their whole thing is we need to prepare for our AI, our robots, our automated system. Yes. And that ain't cheap. Because the robots, AI, don't take lunch breaks, don't have insurance. They ain't got to worry about helping them pay the insurance and lunch breaks. They don't have to worry about the older people getting older, the older generation, which they're laying off anyway. They don't have to worry about pension. Well, pensions been gone. If they are still around, or any other kind of bonuses that you get, they ain't got to worry about that. They ain't got to worry about nothing. They ain't got to worry about you need to taking bereavement time because somebody had passed away in your family. They ain't got to worry about the fact that you're sick or you got to go have knee surgery or back surgery. They ain't worrying about that because the AI robots don't need to have surgery. You see what I'm saying? They're saving money, but until they can start saving that money, they got to get rid of you, all the stuff and baggage that comes with having a human person do these jobs, and because they got to save their money for AI and all these big things that they have to do to prepare for the AI right there in your hometown. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. These are cuts. These cuts are part of a long planned closure announcement in 2024. Now, see that? Did not tell you? Did not tell you. Just because they land you off in December and stuff, that was planned long time ago in 2024. Okay. Now, the large layoff wave confirmed for the fourth quarter 2025. Now, we're talking about the oil industry. We're talking about Phillips now. We ain't talking about Amazon and all them other people right now. Other companies, should I say. Phillips 66 well, just say Phillips is terminating 600 employees, 300 contractors tied to Carson and Wilmington refinery closure in the fourth quarter 2025. You got 600 here, and then you got 300 there. That's 900 people. 900. That's 900 people. But that's not all. Okay. These layoffs are already in motion. Y'all hear? Did y'all hear that? They're already. Remember, I told you they can start this. The ones that was in 2025 layoff, they've been done those. They filed those WARN notices a long time ago. They knew which direction they was taking a company then. And they want to tell you, oh, you're such a good employee, pat you on the back and tell you, oh, what good work you're doing. Your supervisor smiling up in your face and he walking there smiling. Yeah. And his butt got cut too. But see, they tell him things, but don't tell him what they're going to do with him. You see? Okay. There was already in motion and spent over into early 2026 as Operation Wind Down. 2026 just started 4 days ago. Y'all get ready for a bumpy ride. Y'all get on that bus. It's not going to be a smooth ride. We're going to be hitting a lot of bumps, tree limbs, bricks, and stones coming our way. We're going to be hitting a lot of stuff. This ride is not going to be easy. Even if you decide to drive your own car instead of getting on the bus, it still ain't going to be an easy ride. Get ready for a lot of turbulence. Get ready. Put your knee pads on, your shoulder pads on, put your helmet on. And even if you got a big butt that's not yours, you may want to try to protect it because you paid a lot of money on it. Put your butt booty pads on and everything. Put on your steel toe boots and everything because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. Because this ride ain't going to be easy. It's going to be bumpy. You're going to be running into things. Things going to be hitting you. Everything. Things that you didn't even expect. Get ready. Because I'm getting ready for you. I'm going to be ready for you. Okay? So let's go ahead into the next one. Where it say number 300 more impacted by 4 refinery shutdown. So because Phillips is doing a 4 refinery shutdown, the Los Angeles refinery shutdown affected hundreds of union employees and contractors. So it didn't matter whether you was a union employee or not. Okay, with community groups preparing. See, did I tell you to prepare? I told y'all, prepare. The community groups are preparing. You need to prepare, even for yourself. Number 4, no verified WARN notice filed for 2026 yet. But that don't mean they haven't filed one before we get off here tonight or tomorrow. Maybe just now. Just because it's Sunday, they do things. They'll do. That don't mean they haven't filed one. Okay, that means they haven't seen one come across yet. As of today, research show no new WARN filings for Phillips 66 appear for January or February of 2026. However, let me take this down so we can see. However, the refinery closure timeline suggests that additional off-roll impacts may continue into early 2026, even if not yet filed as warrant notice. Yeah, what they mean. They're still going to have some layoffs. Okay, that don't just because they haven't filed one as me pulling this today, that don't mean there's not going to be any. I just want y'all to know. That don't mean nothing. Nothing at all. Let me go ahead and take this down. Okay? I try to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Let me pull up some of the companies too. Oh, let me just tell you a few more things about this oil sector. The oil sector, okay? The refinery closing in California are part of a multi-year shift away from petroleum refining. Oh, I couldn't say that word for something. For the life of me, companies like Phillips are reducing headcount as they cover or shutter older factories. Just because they shut down the older factories, guys, remember, it doesn't matter whether you work in a new factory. Okay? Y'all better start getting on here and listening to me when I do these warrant reports so you can make sure that you're not losing your job. Now, expect non-warrant layoffs, contractors reductions, and phase shutdown steps cuts continue into the early 2026. And y'all know they love to lay people off during the holidays. Just because they're doing it in the early part of 2026, that don't mean y'all ain't going to get laid off in the middle of 2026 and the end of 2026. If all of y'all ain't gone already, okay? Now, Phillips is still shedding jobs tied to its Los Angeles refinery shutdown. Hundreds already out or cut out, with more likely as the factory winds down. The new warrant filings for 2026, they said they don't have any yet, but that don't mean they didn't file one in December or November or October for the 2026. You see what I'm saying? They're just saying they haven't filed one for January, okay, or for February. But that don't. Now we already went through this in previous lives where I showed you just because they, when we talk about how jobs are going to be let go, how people are going to be let go in December, way before that date in December had happened, when people are going to be let go in January. Remember, we talked about that and how people are going to be let go in February. We talked about that. And those warrant notices was 5 months ago. Remember? Okay. The California refineries are the hardest hit, with union workers and contractors facing multiple stage layoffs. The oil sector continues as companies braces refinery closures. The energy, transit, pressure, and cost cutting as well. So let me just show you. Let me see who these are. Let me just okay. Let me just show you this. Let me pull up the company. Okay. Now, if your company is on this list, you need to be warned. You need to take notice. You need to I'm going to show you all a list. Okay. If your company is on this list, this is a list of companies laying off employees in January. So if your company is on this list, that means your company is going to lay you off in January. We are only 4 days into January. So you got a long time left in this month. So if your company is on this list, and this is a list that was printed out on January the 1st, 2026, okay? And today is January the 4th, okay? But if your company is on this list, get ready, okay? Dozens of companies across the country, including Amazon and FedEx, are set to lay off employees in January. Y'all know Amazon and FedEx already did a layoff in 2025, but now they getting ready to do it again. Y'all remember. Why does that matter to you? Because thousands of Americans are posed to be impacted by the layoffs after the holiday season this year. Holiday season just left. We just finished with New Year's Eve, Christmas, and New Year's. Layoffs can be viewed as a signal about how companies view the economy. They could also be due to restructuring. Y'all know what that word. Remember, I said they use certain words. Restructuring is another one of those words. Or plan to maximize profit. More than 1.11 million layoffs occurred in 2025. That's according to a December 2025 report, okay, from Challenger. Great in Christmas. Okay. What you need to know is the Workers Adjustment and Retraining Notification. That's the WARN Act. Requires employers to give a 60-day notice ahead of any mass layoffs. Remember, we talked about that. That was that WARN Act I told you all about. Let me see, is this it? Okay, that is that WARN Act I told you about. Right there. That 60-day notice, see it right up under here, to notify employees as well as state government officials of these job losses at least 60 days in advance. Okay. Do y'all get a 60-day? Let me ask you, if y'all getting these 60-day notices, why do people get in their car, close their door, and say, I just got laid off? Why do y'all answer these emails? Oh, they just laid me off by email. I just got an email and they laid me off. Oh, why do y'all? Oh, I got a employee group meeting I got to be at, and you go into this group meeting, and then you find out, oh, I just got laid off. That's because I'm back, Pinky. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. And then y'all be wondering why y'all just found out. Do they tell you? Do they tell you when you're getting ready to get laid off? Do they tell you and say, "Oh, I'm going to lay you off tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to lay you off in 60 days. I'm going to lay you off in 30 days." No, 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 no. But they're supposed to put that information where you can know it. They're supposed to tell you. That's what the WARN Act is about. That WARN Act is about. They may put it somewhere where you ain't gonna look. That's the way of notifying you. You see? Y'all see? Okay, let me go on. Okay, let me just say this. They have what they call a cold opening. 2026 just started, and companies are already filing mass layoff notices, including right here in Texas. Flash 2 dash 3 logos. Phillips 66, UPS, Amazon, quad teasing. They're doing a tease like, oh, we don't know yet. Oh, they know. Warren, that warn notice supposed to give you that 60 days or whatever. It basically is federal law requiring a 60-day notice before a mass layoff or a plant closure. That's a federal law. They're supposed to do that. Oh, yeah, they do it. But it's how they do it. It's how they doing these layoffs. I was in Corsicana, Texas Friday as a classmate and coworker were told they was laid off at Russell Stover, a candy factory. Oh my Lord. I bet they didn't give them no 60-day notice. Because if you give a person a 60-day notice, they're gonna leave and go find them, they're gonna take off and go find them another job. Or if they ain't gonna take off, they're gonna be taking any overtime that they got, or days off or sick leave or vacation pay. So they go for interviews at other companies. You see what I'm saying? Hang on. Y'all, you didn't hear that from me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Linda. I am. Okay. But okay. Just remember that's a federal law. A company have to file that warrant notice or warrant filing, whichever way you want to call it. All right. Oh, okay. You can close my door. Now let's go ahead and look at some of those jobs. Remember, I said if your job, let me put it up here. If you see your employer name on this list, you have 60 days to prepare. Now, don't quote me on that 60 days because they could have filed that warrant notice back in January, February, March, April, May, October. So don't quote me on that because they could have filed that long time ago. I'm just letting you know as of today of my life. Everyone, please stock up on everything. Thank you, Linda. Stock up, guys. Stock up. All right. So let's get into these this here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Hi, Impetitious. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday to you too as well. Happy Sunday. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull up that job list. Okay. So, like I said, well, I ain't going to say it. I'll just pull it up here again. Well, I'm going to say it. If you see your employer's name on this list, you have 6. Just say, if you see their name on this list, just pray that you don't see it. But you may see your husband, your brother, your sister, or cousin's name on this list, or a friend, and say, oh, shoot, she worked for that company. Oh, I need to let her know. No, you need to get her over in this live so she can, and still let her know, though. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go on to these names. Okay, right here. I'm going to I'll pull it over here so I can see it better. More than 100 companies have filed warrant notices indicating plans to lay off workers in January of 2026. Now, over 100 companies have filed warrant notices to lay you off this month. And some of you are going to be laid off in February too, and the coming months. So, but you better take notice of this. Better look at this. We're starting with the top number one, AARP. There it is, right there. We starting with the A's. AARP. And I'm not going to go through this whole list because I think this is over 100 employees. 119 employees. So y'all know I'm not going to go through 119 employees. We're going to read one, and then we're going to skip over and go to another. And then I think I may just go ahead and be pulling up and telling y'all how many employees going to be let go from each one. Now, I can do that. Y'all know I can do that. Let me get my little thing ready. My little later ready. I don't have to calculate nothing, but I'm going to get my thing ready so I can have it for you all. All right. So I'm just curious since AARP is the first one on the list, but AARP, I never thought about them. Okay. Let me see. I have never thought. Okay. So, and then y'all see, oh, Amazon is number 5. Is that Adams County Public Hospital? You mean a hospital is getting ready to lay folks off? But let's go back to AARP at the very top. AARP. Okay. Okay, the number of employees. This is as of today. Okay, as of Sunday, today. Okay. They said employees affected is 18. Reason closure, and they got permanent. See there? So that means they ain't coming back. Those people ain't coming back at all. Okay. So now let me see what else they said about it. Okay. AARP, 18 employees affected. They're going to do a permanent closure. Location. Now, this is the location. So if you got somebody that's working at this location, everybody there is getting ready to lose their job. Just say it like that. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm saying it in a very direct way. This is 3200 East Carson Street, Lakewood, California, 90712. Y'all getting ready to lose y'all's job. Y'all getting ready to get laid off. Now, if y'all think that's too hard, put a 1 in the chat and I can say it a lot nicer. I can say it a lot nicer because I know people are getting ready to get laid off. And I know y'all didn't know y'all was getting ready to get laid off. But because Pinkie is nosy as F, I be wanting to know. And I'm sorry if I didn't say it correctly, that I should have said it in a nicer way. You was getting ready to send your dues into AARP. Oh, Linda, check that address and see whether they're going to that address or another location. Hi, Sharon. Happy New Year's to you too. Thank you, Sharon, for coming in. Sharon, I'm trying to be nice. Hi, Justice. Hi, Justice. How you doing? Justice, do you want to come up here? If so, let me know. Hi, Sharon. If anybody want to come up, y'all are welcome up. Sharon, anybody want to come up? Now, I tried to be nice on it. I'm sorry, my tone was a little harsh when I said that y'all getting ready to lose your job. Because I don't think nobody told y'all that. But you're getting ready to lose your job. If you work for AARP, that's the number one up there. This is over 119 employers getting ready to lay y'all off starting from January. And we're only 4 days into January, February, and beyond. Y'all, I'm sorry, but let me just put it up here. That way I don't have to seem like I'm so hard on y'all. I'll just let y'all see it for yourself. That way y'all ain't got to say Pinkie is just being so hard. She just say things too hard. She hurting a lot of people's feelings that don't know they getting ready to get laid off. But I'm not trying to hurt their feelings. All I'm trying to do is warn people. Just give them a little notice. Something that the companies are not doing for y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm just trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Let me just pull it up and let you see it for yourself, because that way I won't be the bearer of bad news. Okay? I just made a slide for it. I just made a slide. There it is right there. See? I just made a slide for it. AA part is address 601. Okay. Well, a lot of times, Linda, when I say AARP or company, sometimes they got a lot of locations. I can check to see whether all locations. I can check for all locations too. But we're gonna leave that alone for right now. See, y'all see where I say the reason and the location. Reporting state, California. Notice, this is when they sent this notice in December the 9th, 2025. Layoff effective date, oh, Lord, on the 9th. So they only gave people 30-day notice. 30 days. Oh, Lord. See that? Oh, my God. That's in a few days. Oh, Lord, let me take that one down again. Oh, my God. Guys, that's in a few days. That's in a few days. Today is the 4th. They're getting ready to close that location down in 5 days. 5 days. Y'all know I try not to hurt nobody's feelings for 5 days. 5 days you got. They got 5 days. They just got 5 days. 5 days. Let me pull this back up for y'all. Let's look at another big company. Let's see. We're gonna go Amazon. Let's see what Amazon is doing again. Okay? Because Amazon love to lay people off. Okay? Yes, they do. But let me just say this. AARP filed the WARN notice in California on December the 9th, announcing a permanent closure affecting 18 employees at their Lakewood location. The layoffs take effect January the 9th of 2026. This is a small but noticeable filing because AARP is a major national organization, and closure like this often signal restructuring or consolidation. So they trying to give you a good reason. That's their saying. I didn't say that. They said that. I'm just reading what they said. They're trying to make it sound good for y'all. Do they care about y'all? No. That's just my opinion. Trust God. Thank you. Hi, Terry. I saw you the other day. I saw this the other day. No, you did. I didn't do this the other day. I did some layoffs. I'm always doing layoffs because this is as of today. I pulled this one today. Ugh. But I'm always telling y'all about the layoffs because if I don't tell you about the layoffs, ain't nobody gonna tell you about the layoffs. Hi, Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea is in the bushes. Now, I got a list of 119 employees, but we ain't gonna go through all these. And this was for today. This is as of today. Okay. So, and when I read that, y'all ain't got but 5 days left. Five days left on your job. So be prepared. Oh, you saw it yourself. Okay, Terry. Thank you. Y'all ain't got but 5 days left. So I'm just trying to help y'all. Okay, I'm just trying to help you. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay. So don't y'all go. Let's see who. Let's look at Amazon. Amazon is number 5. But y'all see that Adams Hospital, public hospital is closing, number 3. Yeah. Let's see what Amazon getting ready to do. Because y'all know AARP, they're closing, they're downsizing, they restructuring, they consolidating. And those 18 people, I just feel for them. I really do. But they say they followed that. AARP said they followed the 60-day warrant window. It was followed. That's what they said. Yes, that's what they said. But now let's see what oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord. Amazon. Oh, y'all better get ready. Are y'all ready for Amazon? Y'all better get ready. Are y'all ready for Amazon? I don't know how to do this one here. Amazon is getting ready to pour some wool, some sheep, some wool over y'all's eyes. Oh Lord. Amazon is coming at you. Amazon is coming, guys. I'm getting ready to show you the first one. Oh Lord, I don't know how to bring it to you. I don't know how to bring it to you. I don't know, but I'm going to try to bring it to you. Okay? I'm going to have to. Y'all, get ready. Get ready. Y'all sit down. Y'all go get you something to drink. Go get you some tea, lemonade, or something, because you're going to need it. Okay? Because we can really talk about Amazon right now. We be talking about Amazon, but I don't think nobody told y'all what Amazon is doing as of now. Okay? Okay. I don't think nobody told y'all what they're doing as of today. But I'm getting ready to tell you. Okay? Sunshine. Thank you, Renee. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. But I'm getting ready to blow y'all mind right now. Again. Oh Lord. And please, y'all know I told you I don't mean to hurt nobody when I give y'all this information. But y'all just didn't know it was coming. Okay? Y'all just didn't know it was coming. Here it is right here. Right there. Bam. See there? I told you I didn't mean to give it to you. Amazon. This is their warrant notice and layoffs report. This report today, not yesterday. I pulled this one today, which is Amazon warrant filing, Washington State. This is new. They filed a warrant notice indicating 84 layoffs scheduled for February 2026. Not 2020, not February. Oh, yes, they did say February. Y'all see that? They getting ready to let people go in February. February, guys. Y'all, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all just gonna have to look at it for yourself. Because I'm not gonna keep being the bearer of bad news. I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to be Pinky of the good news. But if I keep telling y'all these things, it makes like I'm the bad guy. Because I tell y'all gonna get laid off. Before you know you're gonna get laid off. Some people don't want me to tell this stuff. They want to wait until they go into their job and find out. They don't want to hear this stuff. 84 people going to be affected. This is in Seattle, Bellevue office, plus some remote Washington roles. That means if you're working remote, you're still getting, and I think I talked about some of this stuff before. I have been my packages early. I hope they get a servant's package. I do too. Please let these people get to. They don't do that no more, Terry. They don't do that no more. Okay? And the effective date next month. So y'all, if you work for Amazon and you think you're doing a good job and you hustling and working because they laid everybody else off and then gave you, now you're working 5 jobs at Amazon doing 5 different things where you used to just be doing one department. Now you're doing everything. And now your back is hurting and broke down and everything, but you're afraid to leave the job because ain't nobody is hiring out there. But don't worry, in February, some more people getting ready to get laid off. They give you the reason right here: corporate restructuring following major 2025 cuts. What do that got to do with you? Because what do that got to do with you? Because they laid people off in 2025. What do that got to do with you? I know y'all wondering. I know you're wondering because I'm wondering the same thing. The filing came weeks after Amazon larger corporate layoffs announced in 2025. What do that got to do with y'all? With the people? Lord have mercy. You're right. You're right. What that got to do? What that got to do with? I ain't got nothing to say. Okay, let's get ready for another. So, y'all thought I was playing when I told you all people are going to be laid off in February in 2026. Remember, in 2025, I was going over all this stuff. I was actually going over all this stuff with you all. I was going over these companies that's going to be laying people off, and I wasn't kidding. I was telling the truth. I was trying to warn you all. I wasn't doing it for clicks and baits and bites and likes. I was just trying to warn you all. That's what I was trying to do. And everything I said, I was telling the truth. Y'all can pull back on my old videos and you'll see everything I said right here. Let's pull up another one on Amazon. This is number 3. Number 3. Because we just got through with that was number 1. Did I do number 2? No, that's what AARP. Okay, let me do number 2. I thought I did number 2. Let me see. I could have sworn I did number 2. No, okay, here's number 2. Oh my God. Wait now. If number 1 was 84 layoffs, 84 people. Oh shit. Ain't gonna talk about this one here. Ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all see that? Amazon corporate layoffs, 1,400 jobs. Okay, that was in 2025. Or was this gonna be for 20? Oh, no, no. I throw my hand up. Let's just read what we see. These are corporate jobs. Slashing 1,400 corporate jobs. 1,400 corporate roles eliminated, confirmed by Amazon. Cuts are part of a multi-year restructuring plan. Amazon expects more layoffs in 2026 as it removes layers and realizing effective gains. This is one of Amazon's largest corporate restructuring since 2022 and 2023. Wait now. Let me look at this because I pulled this today. This is from today. Yes, it is. Okay. They're going to lay off more people in 2026. Now, I know they already laid off 1,400 people in 2025. Sorry, typing too fast. I have been getting my packages early. Seattle is their headquarters. Okay. Corporate restructuring is the blanket statement they use. Yeah, that's one of their key words, restructuring. So they can ready to lay off some more people. So let's see what number 3 says. Okay, here we go. Number 3. Okay. Amazon lists among companies filing warrant notice for January 2026. Newsweek confirmed Amazon is one of the companies already filing notices for mass layoffs in January of 2026. Y'all, remember I showed y'all and told you all they have already started filing these things long time ago. I showed you all where they was filing these months ahead of time. Long time ago. Okay? So let's not pretend like it's new. It ain't new for us. If you've been watching my live, it ain't new. It ain't nothing new that you all haven't heard from me. Okay? It ain't nothing new. We ain't heard this and we ain't saw this because Pinkie always bring her receipts. I always pull up receipts when I show stuff. Okay? But we're going to go ahead and go through it. All right? We're going to go through it. We have to. Whether it's going to hurt somebody's feelings to know that Pinkie they just saw that's my location where I work at. I'm sorry. I work at that location. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to show it, but I have to. Okay? So, dozens of companies, including Amazon, are laying off employees in January. Over 1.1 million layoffs occurred in 2025 nationwide. The WARN Act requires 60-day notice for mass layoffs, 50 plus employees. Okay. One tracker confirms Amazon is actively filing notices. Oh, I already told y'all that when we looked. I wish I got to pull that up. Okay. The current filing warrant notice for early 2026. Why this matter? Amazon is part of a group of 100 plus companies filing early year warrants, indicating continued restructuring in 2026. They've been filing these warrants since the beginning of last year. Okay, this ain't nothing new for anybody that been in my life. Y'all know they've been filing these things a long time ago. Okay, let's look and see what other they've been doing this. But we getting ready to see what other big company getting ready to lay off. Okay, remember this list here. This list, let me see. We're going to find another big one. If y'all see one on here that you want to pull up, if you work at one of these companies, or your husband or your friend, let me know and we can pull it up. Okay, but in the meantime, let me see. I'm trying to find one everybody knows. Blue Shield of California. Blue Shield. Is that the same thing as Blue Shield? The insurance company? I don't know. So I'm gonna if y'all want me to pull up a certain one, just type it in. Pinky, I was in traffic. Drop your link. Okay. You must be at home now, hon, Justice. I'm glad to see you're safe. FedEx. Okay, you want to do FedEx. Okay, let me see. Are they on that list? Let me see. Oh, yes, they are. They're number 38. Let me do FedEx. We got to give you what you want. Okay, FedEx is on the list. Okay. I dropped the link, Justice. You are so funny. Okay. I dropped the link. Oh, I'm glad you said FedEx. Let me see, what did we miss? Dillard's, CoStar Group. Okay. So we're getting ready to do FedEx right now. Right now as we speak. Is this Justice? Oh,
Yes,
yes, it is.
yes, ma'am. That's me. Happy New Year, Miss Pinky.
Happy New Year's to you too.
Thank you. Happy New Year, chat. God bless everybody.
What you got to say there, Justice?
Hey, that you doing the right thing, Pinky. You warning people. You warning them. They can't get mad at the one who bringing the news. You just bringing the news.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do is try to warn them.
But I hope I'm saying it and not being ugly by the way I'm saying it, because people don't want you to tell them they're getting ready to get laid off. That's why I say they need to see this for themselves, so I don't have to be the bearer of bad news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'd rather hear it from you because it's a whole lot of people planning on their next paycheck, and then when they go to work one day, they walking them out with security.
That is true.
With no warning.
And they don't give you long to get your stuff. You got to get your stuff
No.
and go.
They walk up to you with a box and tell you can put your personal things in here. This your last day.
Oh Lord,
Hmm.
you are so right. That's exactly what they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even worry about that, what they supposed to do.
Mm-mm.
When I say what they supposed to do with that warrant notice filing,
Mm-hmm.
that warrant act, they
Hmm.
supposed to give them training, retraining. They supposed to help them to find a job. They're
Mm-mm.
supposed to let the community know, so the community to give them all the resources that they need. If they're losing their place, they're supposed to help them find a place. They're supposed to do all those different things. And then you're supposed to be, the employer is still supposed to be there if they need to contact them for anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let you contact them. They'll call the police on you. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a lot of people that's doing the at-home jobs, and
Uh-huh.
across their screen, Pinky, when they get ready to sign in, it just
Yeah.
says terminated in big letters,
See there?
and they couldn't even sign in. They had to call the human resource, and they say, "Yes, we're shutting down this location."
Mm-mm. See there?
Send them a box or a label to send their computers back to them.
Sure do, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Send it back to them. And they're not going to pay you until they get that box back. Until they get that box, and God forbid it get lost,
Oh,
damage in shipment, doing something.
mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
take it out of your pay
yeah.
before you can get your check.
Mm-hmm. One lady said that she worked at Chase in the customer service center where people call
Uh-huh.
to say I don't know my PIN or my card not working or something like that. And
Right.
she said that when she left there, and the reason she left, Pinky, blow your mind. She left there because they have banners and signs and everything celebrating LGBTQ. She said, "Oh, that's good." So, but the moment she opened her mouth and said something about God, the supervisor came and told her, "You can't talk about that in here."
What?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She said that's why she left. She said because she was forbid to even speak about God. But yet they had the flags, the banners, they had the day, they had balloons, everything celebrating LGBTQ. But they told her point blank, we don't discuss that in here.
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
oh my goodness.
So they don't want to know that you're a good person by
Mm-mm,
in
mm-mm,
your heart.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh Lord, okay. Well, Teresa said, this is Sweet Tea. Pinky, it's not your fault the companies are laying people off. You're just
Mm-mm,
getting them prepared if they're on the list. Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Yep, you're right. Thank you. Remember, I gave the chat resources. Employers don't care once you're gone. They don't care. You're right, Terry. They don't care. Mm-mm. Well, here is FedEx, and let me see who wanted to do FedEx. Terry wanted to talk about FedEx. So, Terry, here's the information I just pulled for FedEx right after you told me. So, this is we talked about the Capel, Texas location, 856 employees. Let me see what else they got. You know, FedEx, supply chain, logistics, and electronics. The facility they're doing we know that the address that they're laying off is at 8840 West Sunny Lake Road. That's in Capel. So if you work for this location, it's going to be 856 people getting gone. Y'all going to be gone. That's coming up on the 16th. I should have just said slowly. Y'all going to be laid off. This is a permanent location layoff. The facility is closing. The reason they just give y'all these booky looky reasons that don't make no sense. But there it is. They saying major customer moved operation to a new third party logistic provider. Y'all believe that? If y'all believe that, good for you. Because I don't believe that, but that's good for you. You got to have something to believe in. Let's see. Layoff date, January the 16th, day after Martin Luther King birthday. Sure is. So, guys, if y'all taking off for Martin Luther King birthday, you ain't going back. The day you take off, the day you won't go back. If you take off the day before, for that day, you tell them you ain't gonna work on that day because Martin Luther King Day, you're gonna be doing this and that. So they're gonna either let you know before you leave, or send you an email, or send you a text. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they filed this notice in November the 25th uh, of last year. So y'all, and the final closure date is April 2026. But let me just say this. This is the final closure date for the plant to close. But y'all leaving, they getting y'all up and out of there on January the 16th. They got to get this place cleared out and cleared up and get y'all shit that y'all left, anything left on out of there. Right. That ain't, y'all ain't staying to no April. No, they getting you up and out of there in January because they got to do their due diligence of sweeping that place, getting it all cleaned up, and making sure ain't nothing left behind, making that place look like a ghost town inside. That's what they got to do. But you got to get out of there on the 16th, and that's today is the 4th. The day is the 4th. You ain't got long, so y'all don't go spending up all your money. Layoff
Mm-hmm.
phase, multiple rounds from January through April. Oh, I don't think y'all gonna be there because that's layoff start date. Okay, that's the start date. But y'all ain't gonna be there long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trust my word. I'll be looking for this on the news. Okay. Trust my word. Let me the benefits. Employees retain wages and benefits through the final day per warrant letter. And y'all know I've been pulling up these warrant letters. That's pulling up a warrant letter is easy to do. Once you know how to do it. They're easy to pull up a warrant letter. You just got to know where you got to go to pull it up. But we ain't pulling up no warrant letter right now. But let me just see. FedEx has filed a major warrant notice in Texas announcing the permanent closure. Okay, I'm seeing anything that I missed from this. Okay. Did y'all want to try another company? While any other company that you all want to try, let me know. I'll pull this one down and I'll put this back up. And let's see. Justice, any it's 119 companies here.
They mentioned
That's
something
them.
about Tyson, Pinky.
Tyson.
Yeah,
I,
the meat company.
I bet they way down here. Let me see. Oh, I can't believe they're here right now. But
Mm.
that's okay. I can pull up for Tyson. Intel, I want Intel. I don't see Intel nor Tyson. Okay,
Mm.
let's pull up. We're gonna pull up Intel and Tyson. Okay, and see what's going on with both of those.
Mm.
Tyson Foods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Now, y'all, if anybody got another one or something that you all want to see, just put it in the chat. But we getting ready to pull up Tyson. Oh, and Intel. Okay, let me bring up Tyson right quick. Okay. But what I'm seeing from Tyson, I'm gonna show you.
Mm-hmm.
And pulled up what came up, but give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you what came up. But for me, I want to go a little deeper than this. They pulled up for me, but I think I'm gonna ask for deeper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just put uh okay. Oh Lord. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna show you what I got. And where's Tyson Food? Okay, here it is. I'm going to pull this down and put up the Tyson and put us back to the side. Okay. Now, if you look at this here with the Tyson, okay, we talked about the Fort Worth 275 employees
Mm-hmm.
effective, and they already did those layoffs June 25th, August 15th, 2025. They talking about that 60-day warrant requirement. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing about that because
Mm-hmm.
too many people get in their car. I just got laid off. I did not know I was gonna get laid off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me see if they got anything new. Lexington, the Lexington plant in Nebraska, I think it was Nebraska or something. Plant laid off 3,200 workers. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska. That was Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
That
I
was
see.
about a week ago.
It says
Last
something
week.
about the Texas layoff impact on that sheet right there.
Talk about it.
It said Texas layoff right up
Yeah,
under there.
Texas. Yeah, they had Texas layoff impact. Tyson was one of the top contributors to Texas layoffs in 2025, according to the state WARN filings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let me see. Intel and Tyson Foods both filed major warrant notices. Intel filings spun multiple states, including a confirmed California warrant for 107 employees and more than 5,000 layoffs across 4 states.
Mm.
Tyson filed a warrant notice in Fort Worth for 275 employees. That means that Dallas, that covers
Mm-hmm.
that location. Which
Mm-hmm.
questions arises about whether the company met the 60-day requirement. What did I just say? It says,
Mm-hmm.
questions rise about whether the company met the 60-day requirement. Didn't I just say how people get in their car or get home or open up their email or open up their phone and say, I just got laid off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, by law, federal law, they do have to file it with the state. They do. But do they?
Hmm.
They supposed to tell every and all employees that's going to be affected.
That's right.
But that employees be working their butt off and then they be so upset that they just got fired.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say I just found out I just got fired when they gave you 60-day notice?
I think that's some stuff that was causing people when they talking about it was a shootout at the plant and it's a shootout at General Motors and all that. Then people got laid off without notice. They got a new house and the children and college tuition and you didn't even warn them. They go back and act a fool.
Act a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you get 60-day notice, you have to start preparing.
Mm-hmm.
So many people sit down in their car. I just got laid off.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
That's something.
That's questionable. That's questionable.
Yeah.
Questions arise about whether the company meet the 60-day requirement. Tyson also closed larger facilities nationwide, including a 3,200 workers plant in Nebraska. Both companies show how restructuring, that's one of them key words too.
Mm-hmm.
Cost cutting is one of those. And hitting workers across tech and food processing. Oh Lord. They be up to some shenanigans.
Yeah, they do.
They up to it. To the eyeballs.
Yeah. Another one that did a lot of layoff. I don't know what they're doing right now in 2026, but Walmart. Walmart did a lot.
Yeah, Walmart. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you do the state of California? Okay. Let me see what's going to happen in California. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, let me put California in. Not California, South Carolina. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sunrise. We're going to see. And while that is pulling up, let me just do this right quick. I'm going to pull that one down. That is coming up. Okay, let me just take this one down. Okay, here it is. Okay. Lord. Okay. Let me get you. Okay, I'm going to get you started with the first one. I try to, when I put it on slides, I try to break it up on my slides. Yes, I do. Sometimes they look kind of crappy though, but at least I be trying to break it up for you. Okay. Now I haven't looked at this. I'm going to look at it, and at the same time, I'm bringing it to y'all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Verified WARN notice. This is South Carolina. We drive you. Mass layoff, full closure.
Mm.
Hey, this is as of today. Oh Lord. See y'all, it be hurting my heart. It do. It hurts my heart. Company is We Drive You Incorporated. Affected 194 employees. It's a permanent closure. That's and South SC. Warrant date notice. They filed this on the 28th, few days after Christmas. The effective layoff date is coming up in February. Let me stop this so I can see anything else. Notice the notes, transportation, contractors shuttering down operations. Okay, guys. See, I got another one for you. Okay, I'm going to pull that one down. But Justice, anything you want to say while I pull this one down and put another one up?
I wanted to when they file the notice, does that mean that at the time they file a notice, the employees are supposed to be notified?
At the time they file the notice, the employees are notified once they send it to the state.
Mm-hmm.
When they send it to the state and it get posted on that website, they where they do all the filings for companies that's laying mass layoffs.
Yeah.
Or doing layoffs, it gets filed. Once this gets filed, it may take sometime that day or the next day or no more than 2 or 3 days. It gets filed, and once it's filed, the employee is supposed to know.
Uh-huh.
But just because it's filed,
Yep.
just because it's filed, now, guys.
Don't mean they following the rule.
Now they supposed to let y'all know. Now, but or they can put that filing somewhere. You know how in break rooms or in the office or somewhere, or put it up somewhere for them to know. But just because they did that, that don't mean y'all know or y'all gonna see it. How many people go around looking for stuff like that on their job. Let me go look for a warranty notice to see whether they letting us go today. If y'all see that, let me know. Because I don't ever see nothing like that. Well, I'm not at a job, but I don't know anybody ever told me they see stuff like that.
The majority of the time, they're going to wait to let you know because they want you to continue working until they get ready to let you go.
Right.
They don't want you to quit ahead of time. You start looking for you a job in January because you know you're getting laid off in February. You might get a job and leave them high and dry. They don't want
Right. They
that.
don't want you to know.
That's
Ooh,
right.
thank you, Justin. They don't want you to know. Gotta be looking. They said they're gonna close the whole plant. Everybody be taking a vacation time looking.
Thank
They'll be
you.
taking
Thank you.
the sick days looking
That's
and
right.
everything.
That's right.
They be cashing out on all their days.
That's right. And they don't want that.
Oh hell no.
Want you to work till the last minute where we're going to use you up until we throw you out.
Right. Now this is still in South Carolina. This is still in South Carolina. This is Saddle Creek Logistics Services. This is a permanent layoff. 130 employees going to be affected. And I told you it's permanent. This is the location, 21 Inland Parkway, Duncan, South Carolina, 29651. Reporting date. Oh, they just got the notice date, January the 2nd, 20. Oh, they just did this one 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They just did this one 2 days ago.
They say Happy New Year. You fired.
You fired. They're going to lay y'all off March 5th. Oh, Lord. So if y'all work for this company, it's 130 employees. March 5th, y'all going to get laid off. Y'all let them know for me. Okay? I'm sorry to say that. And so that means I'm bringing nothing but bad news. Most content creators tell them when they already got fired. So company just fired 300 people, 1,000 people. They tell you after y'all ain't got fired. They putting the word out there. Who all got fired? I'm telling y'all before y'all get fired. That's not good. I got to change this. That's bad. This is state level content, South Carolina, okay? Total layoffs historically. Oh, we ain't worrying about that. 53,447. SC is a mid-range layoff state. Below Texas, CA in NY, but above many smaller states. Most SC warrants filings come from manufacturing. Let me pull this down so we can see. Manufacturing, logistics, distribution, automotive, supplies, and service contractors. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay? I don't mean to say that. But we're going to continue this. See, I got one thing I want to show you all. This one video to take us out. Okay? Let me pull it up. Let me see. Here it is. Oh, Lord. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. Sometimes that messes with me. I'm telling y'all all this bad stuff that y'all going to get laid off before everybody else tell you.
Can someone explain to me how I have 4 degrees and still can't get a job? BA in communication, BA in Spanish, BFA in dance. Get ready for this one. Master's degree in freaking journalism. Mind you, I've gotten laid off not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 2 years. So if you're feeling behind, just know you're not alone. Basically, we're all cooked. Can someone...
She got 4 degrees and still get laid off.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that picture.
Yep. Say hello to AI.
Thank you. Hello, AI. The robots and AI, y'all, is taking your job. I'm just preparing you ahead of time. I'm just telling you before they take it. Wait, it's muted.
The FTC recently filed a complaint Here's why.
Have you ever tried to cancel your Amazon Prime membership? If you found it to be really difficult, you're not alone. The FTC recently filed a complaint against Amazon Prime, saying that they tricked millions of consumers into signing up for the product and then made it intentionally complicated for them to get out so that they would be stuck in automatically renewing subscriptions. The FTC notes dozens of examples how Amazon Prime made it difficult for consumers to cancel, like the size of the buttons or the position of them, and not giving full disclosure of important information. Comment below if you've experienced this issue. Have you ever tried to cancel your Amazon?
I ain't canceling nothing. Not right now, but I will. Because my husband is the one that does that. Yes. Y'all. This is the last video. And then we are gone, guys. Okay? This is the Justice. Anything you want to say before I play this last video?
No, it's just that you not the Grim Reaper. You not the Grim Reaper. You just a warning. You bringing the warning, and I hope everybody pass it on to other people in their states, in their community. Tell them, let them know, so they won't be shocked.
Me too. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is so good. Thank you for saying that.
The best advice I have for 2026 is quit the job. You guys are trying to figure out why you're so stressed and depressed is because you're spending 40 hours a week at a place that you hate. The best advice I have for 2026 is quit the job.
If you're stressed out over your job, she already told you what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
She already told you. Oh, this is one I really want y'all to see. This is one I really
We're
want.
denying you that time off, Brown. Okay.
No,
can take
that's
the
part
week.
2.
Why you called me in this conference room?
Well, I'm about to explain everything, and we have to use this for my office for the time being while they renovate mine.
If you about to fire me, just do that. You ain't got to do all
Brown,
this.
I'm not.
This room ain't even that cute.
Why every single conversation that we have, you always
And
want
y'all
to start
need to fix the
speaking?
AC. I've been sweating.
Okay, Brown, that's out of my control. They're remodeling this building.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Just can you listen to what I have to tell you?
Go ahead.
So you put in for PTO, paid time off.
I
for the
did.
next 2 weeks.
Yep.
Listen, we're critically low staff
I don't
right
care
now.
nothing about
We're
no
very
critical.
short-staffed.
I
Can
don't
you
care
just let me
about
speak,
critical
please?
condition. Go to the emergency room or something. That ain't got
Brown,
nothing to
it's
do with me.
hot. I'm not in the mood for this. I am just relaying again, just like I've told you many times in the past. I am just the messenger for this. Okay?
I'm about to leave today. So what y'all gonna do?
Okay, Brown. Well, I need to.
What you gonna do? You gonna
because of the critical staffing, we are under a critical staffing. There's a blanket of that over this
girl.
agency right now.
Sorry, I meant Cap. See, you making me be Cap. I don't care nothing about no blanket. I don't care nothing about no cover.
This was approved 5 months ago, Brown. Things have changed within
It was approved
5 months. Please listen to me again. If you have issues at the very end of this conversation, I will let you know.
We're going to go ahead so I can be quiet.
Okay. Well, in a nutshell, in short, we're denying you that time off, Brown. Okay. You can take the week, this first week, since you already have plans to leave, like you said, tomorrow. I understand that, and I try to fight for you on that end.
No, you didn't. You lost the fight.
We're able to. I could have given you no weeks off.
We're able
to give you this first week off. I understand you made reservations. I understand that you have flights that are booked. You can take this first week off. We don't have staffing for the second week.
Can I say cool? Can I talk?
We don't have staffing for the second
week.
I
understand. Now can I talk?
Brown, if you have any questions or concerns, you know who you need to reach out to. You need to reach out
no,
to
I'm gonna reach out to you.
The corporal.
I'm gonna reach out to you. Either I'm gonna be an employee and take off, or I'm not gonna be an employee and take off. Either way, I'm taking off. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand that.
So if y'all short staffing, y'all better make something work because y'all gonna be even shorter. Y'all gonna be even shorter.
Okay, Brown, I understand you're frustrated. If you have any questions or concerns, that sounds like a concern to me. You can speak up to the lieutenant on that. I am just a messenger for the lieutenant.
You finna get a whom and make concern level.
Brown,
that's what you finna get concern.
Well, that has nothing to do with me, Brown. Like I said, you can.
Can I go?
I can set up a meeting with the lieutenant if that's something that you'd like to do.
If I ain't scared of the captain, what you think I'm scared of the lieutenant for?
I never said that you're scared of anybody. I'm giving you that opportunity as an employee.
Can I go,
you have equal rights. Would you like a meeting with the lieutenant?
Ain't nothing equal over here.
Okay, then I'm gonna take that as you do not want a meeting with the lieutenant.
I just want to go. Correct? Yes, I want to go.
Okay, you can go.
Why you called me in this conference room?
Okay, now this is part 1 and a part 2. So tomorrow we'll watch part 2, and we're gonna watch part 2 tomorrow. And we got to be going, Justice. But wasn't that good?
That was good.
We'll watch part 2 tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye. Love you, Justice.
Bye bye, Pinky. See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.